to rest and looked ahead to either San Diego or Kansas City and pondered their situation in that final series. This is the game winner last night in the third against Atlanta. Igor Chibarev, Jean-Marc Richard. Jean-Marc Richard blasting his second goal of the game past J.C. Bergeron, breaking the 1-1 tie. 2-1 lead. The Komets did not give away because the defense and Pokey Reddick continue to stand tall. The final second ticks away. K's win at 2-1, heading to the finals with their 8th straight win in the playoffs.
Time Atlanta got a golden opportunity, it was Reddick who stole it away from them, and that team really played their hearts out tonight, and they can be proud and hold their heads high. They really gave us everything we could handle, and Jean-Marc Richard, what can you say? A couple of shots in the blue line, and he did it the other night to beat him. He did it tonight to beat him, so just a great game.
Jean-Marc, you keep finding the net and the right time.
I don't know. I just shoot, and I score. So I think both goals, the goalie didn't see the puck, so I just go through and I score. So that's unbelievable.
I think the last maybe 5-6 seconds I was kind of jumping. I realized what we've done. We beat we beat our last two teams 4 straight. I know what I have to do to get ready, and I know what the next level is for me. And the biggest thing for me is to stay focused, and if I'm focused, I know I can play pretty well.
Okay, let's come to the harsh realities now. 6 minutes left in last night's game. Captain Collinchin gets a solid and legal hit from Atlanta's Herb Ragland, and he is down. And as of today, out for the rest of the season. It's dislocated that wrist. There may be ligament damage. Chinner wears a cast for the next month. He could face surgery after that. The playoffs also over for all-star defenseman Bob Jay, who goes down hard on his left shoulder in the final seconds to block a shot. That shoulder now dislocated.
As he is in San Diego with the K's and has Game 1 highlights from the quest for the Cup.
9,600 fans expected their Gulls with 62 wins this year to roll over a team they went 5-0 against. From the get-go, it didn't happen that way. The Gulls take the first of a team record 22 penalties. Komets convert the first of 14 power play chances. Paul Willett off the Grant Richardson rebound 2 minutes in, 1-0 Komets. The Gulls a step behind the Flying K's all night. More bad penalties. Midway second period, Kelly Hurt fires, Peter Ing saves, rebound Willett, score. 2-0 Komets after 20 minutes. Early on, Mitch Lamoureux puts a shot on Bob Wilkie, whose head hits the board. Wilkie gets a third-degree concussion. He's out for the night. Lamoureux, a 5-minute major elbowing penalty. And in the course of that penalty, the K's marked twice. Willett with his third from Igor Chibarev, not allowed at first, but ruled good later. And Sylvain Couturier, an asset on the power play all night in his first game as a Comet, making it 4-0 here, all the goals on power plays.
They did get chippy. I don't know what it was, if they're mad at the referee or what. I think they're surprised to see a hockey team as tough as we were. I mean, they haven't seen us, for a long time, and we've been playing our best hockey after Christmas, so I think they're a bit surprised.
We take the lead 4-5-0, and now they take the stupid penalty, that's why we won 7-1, and I hope if they do the same thing, and then the next game, probably we have the same result.
The 5-0 goal, Chibarev beating Ing, and with that, the ugly mood of the crowd turns to a flight of the fans to the exit. The K's 6th goal, an Ian Boyce gem, and typical of the game, he flat-out outguns the San Diego defender to beat Ing. Pokey Reddick getting an assist, and Ing is pulled for Clint Malarchuk in the goal net. Reddick was in charge in goal all night. He rarely was tested, but came up big when he had to, losing a shutout midway in the third. Richardson makes it 7-1 with the 5th and final power play goal of the night. The chippy play continues to the end by the Gulls as they absorb a 7-1 defeat.
It's just, the power play, the penalty killing Pokey, the defense. We're just continuing to do what we've been doing all along.
I mean, we had a couple of breaks tonight, and things went our way, and Sunday will be a new day.
The newspaper headline says it all about Game 1, but what about Game 2? The Komets will practice for it late this afternoon in an arena north of San Diego. They're flying Dan Ratushny in. They're still dickering with Vancouver on getting him okay to play. And as for Bob Wilkie, he says he's okay. The trainer says he's okay. The doctors say he'd like to sit him out for Game 2. We'll have to wait and see what happens when Game 2 rolls around on Sunday. In San Diego, I'm Dean Tan.
From last night's game.
After the rout in Game 1, San Diego puts up a better fight, but the Komets put up the first score. Kelly Hurt, a 55-foot blast past Peter Ing after sidestepping 2 defenders. Less than a minute later, a giveaway sends Scott Gruel in on Ing. He comes too deep, but Joel Savage is trailing. Gruel to set up. Savage puts it into an open net. 2-0 Komets, 9.5 minutes in. And they could have had more. Hurt later in the first, beats Ing, but bangs it off the crossbar. And Gruel has Ing beaten as well, clangs it off the post. 2-0 Komets after 1. 11 seconds into the second, 1 second after a goal penalty expires, the K's storm the net. Dave Smith pots a rebound past Ing, 3-0 Komets, and it becomes 4-0 2 minutes later. Igor Chibarev in on Ing, late dish to Paul Willett. He beats Ing, and Ing is done. Pulled for Clint Malarchuk as he was in Game 1. The Gulls play better, and they finally solved Pokey Reddick with Hubie McDonough alone in front to beat Pokey high 4-1. McDonough now with both Gull goals in the series. But Pokey is up to the rest of the 27 shots thrown his way as the K's behind their hot goaltender weather the storm. And it's Sylvain Couturier late in the third to ice it from Savage. It's the Komets getting out of San Diego up 2-0 with a 5-1 win.
Second period, they came out flying. We got a few penalties. We got a few good ones and a few bad ones. We just weathered the storm, and we came up big with another win.
They did have a lot of traffic in front, but our defense played good again, and I figure if I make the first save, then they can get the rebound away, and that's basically what we're doing. Everybody's playing well. We've got 2 games.
Well, let me tell you, you think we had won it all, Marty. The fans out here cheering the team as they arrived back to Fort Wayne. We were here when the team arrived at 4:40 this afternoon. And as you can see there, members of the hockey team getting off the Northwest flight from San Diego. And look at what greeted them as they arrived. Fans lined up the entire upper terminal here. There were somewhere around 200, and boy, they were happy to see the team come back. They'll be playing a couple of games this week, one on Wednesday, another Friday. But if you want tickets, think again. Not surprisingly, both games are sold out. They're the hottest tickets in town.
4 for standing room for Wednesday. Wednesday, we have standing room only. Friday is sold out. Friday is sold out. No, I'm sorry, it's sold out. I'm sorry, Wednesday.
But good luck finding one. The Coliseum ticket office opened with only 200 tickets for Wednesday's game. Only 11 for Fridays, and all are gone.
Everybody that I've talked to wants, a Turner Cup back after 20 years.
I can't wait. I think they're doing an excellent job, and I'm really excited.
You think they're going to win it all?
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Friday is sold out for Wednesday.
It took only 3 hours for hockey fans to grab what tickets were left. Most of those were standing room only. But after thrilling back-to-back wins in San Diego, fans say they'll even go without a seat to root their team on.
I look forward to it. I'm going to have my little broom there. We're going to go for another sweep.
We're on a phenomenal streak now. I think that if you looked at this 6-8 weeks ago and said, could this ever happen, you would have said no.
Meanwhile, Coliseum officials have been busy preparing the building for the final game. Wednesday night, the Komets will skate out on a fresh coat of ice. Workers here have spent the past 24 hours laying down the 1-inch layer of ice for the Turner Cup finals. And while the Coliseum is quiet now, just wait till Wednesday when fans welcome their team home and cheer them on to what hopefully will be their first championship in 20 years. Keith, Marty, I'm already putting in my request to cover the fan hoopla Wednesday night. Hey, that's the place to be, the Coliseum. So hopefully they'll let me go down there.
Yeah. Okay, if you want it. It's been a long time coming.
Oh, I tell you, it sounds like we're on the right track, and boy, won't it be nice to win that Turner Cup.